look crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back on WYGL. And before we start the show up, we incorporated a brand new segment. Matter of fact, we incorporated two brand new segments. One is at the beginning of the show, and one is at the end. The first one is a new segment called What's They Grind Like? And this is where we choose any celebrity or anybody and who did something successful, and we basically talk about them to start up the show. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the women's soccer team that just won the World Cup. So to be honest with you, this is a blog that's up on the Real Fans Will Talk website if you want to check it out. But this is what I got to say. Equality should be a policy. The U.S. women's national soccer team defeated the Netherlands 2-0, winning the 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup for the second straight year. This victory was not only good for the accolades, but it pointed out the issues at hand plaguing society, which is inequality for women. In gender equality, the United States, yes, yours truly, the United States ranks number 28 in the world. Such a great country, ladies and gentlemen. Such a great country.
I'm sorry.
All right. The woman received 1 million, right? 1 million for winning the World Cup in 2015, while the men received 5 million just for reaching the round of 16 in 2014. The U.S. viewership of the 2019's Women's World Cup final was 22% higher than the 2018 men's final. So the people are viewing it more than they're viewing the men's. So if the revenue is what's bringing home the bacon, why isn't the women's soccer team being paid as much, if not more, than the men's soccer team? Hey, they're bringing in the revenue, right? Megan, who is the co-captain of the women's soccer team, recently went on CNN to voice her opinion on President Donald Trump. Yes, Donald Trump. Trump is known for his violence toward women and his racist remarks toward people of color. Megan said, your message is excluding people. You're excluding me. You're excluding people that look like me. You're excluding people of color. You're excluding Americans that may be supporting you. Megan then went on to say, and smirked, while refusing to sing the national anthem during the parade in her stance of protest for women's equality. Colin Kaepernick taking a knee during the anthem, or maybe a powerful speech like Notre Dame's female head coach, Martha McGrath, who protests, about women's equality. Protest comes in all forms. You may not agree with these people's politics. However, they do have a right to exercise their rights. Ladies and gentlemen, equality should be a damn policy.
Hello.
And Jen, it's time for that intro. Let's get the show on the road.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're tuning in to episode 6 of What's Your Grind Like podcast, a podcast dedicated to promoting businesses and talents across the city while giving our takes on the hottest and juicy topics in the news right now. Follow our Instagram at WYGL_podcast and in our individual Instagrams. They call me Jen with 2 N's _ My name is Jen.
My name is real.lil. Well, that's the Instagram name, but my real name is real lil. But you can follow me at real.lil_ and real_lil_TV. Let's get it.
All right, guys, and my name is Melanie. You can catch me at Melanie_Allure, Melanie with 2 N's.
You gotta go like this, Melanie Allure. You gotta
Allure.
So you gotta do it like that. But anyway, it's time to get this show on the road.
Show on the road.
Topic number 1.
All right, let me
So I want to, since I started off talking about the women's soccer team, I want to know what y'all think about it. The impact that these girls may have in women in sports. Jen, we already know that you're in sports. You're going to go to football camp in August, Northern Illinois. You know what I'm saying? So what does this do for women in sports? Talk to me, Jen.
All right, I'm not even gonna lie. All right, so today I was talking to my coach, and he asked me, this might be off topic, but it's kind of like in topic. So he asked me, he was like, Jen, how do you feel about women getting paid equally? And I said, be real honest. I said, I think they should get paid equal because, they put in the same work as, the guys. He was like, bullshit. I said, what? What are you talking about? He was like, do you watch women's basketball? I'm like, no. He was like, when was the last time you watched a women's game? I said, oh, no. He was like, you see, how do you even support the fact that how do you support the fact that women should be equally paid, but you don't even support women, period? And I'm like, look, don't do that to me, first of all. Number two, he was just like, listen, like, you're not the only one that feels like that. Like, he was like, there's people out there that supports the whole, no, women should get equally paid by men. I mean, they should be equally paid, but they don't even support it. Like, of course, no one is gonna, like, think that women should get paid because, first of all, the views are not even as big as men. So,
It's
like,
not.
the men are really bringing in the money. I mean, if you think NBA, like, if you think NBA, you think men, LeBron, Kyrie. You don't think of what woman do we think of when we think about women's basketball? I think of Lisa Leslie, and she was like mad long ago. Like,
you got people like Maya Moore. You have a lot of people.
I forgot one, but I just know Drake had a crush on that one, but I forgot her name.
Skylar.
Yeah.
Skylar. You
Is
feel
it
me?
Skylar
Like,
Diggins.
Skylar Diggins. Yeah.
All right, that's the only one I know about.
Yeah, he was just like, yo, listen, like, you can't be like saying, yeah, women should get equally paid, but like they're not even bringing as much revenue that the men are bringing in. So I was just like, all right, you have a point, but he was like, no, don't get me wrong, I feel like they should get paid equally, but the fact that they're not bringing in as much revenue, it's just, how do you expect for them to even get paid equally? Like,
I think
you don't
why he
make them,
brought that up.
you don't, like, he was like, yo, you're not even making that much money, so why do you even want to make the same amount of money as the men? So I'm just like, oh, wow.
You know what?
It was
I think
crazy.
I know why he brought that up. He ain't trying to pay you. Straight up, all right?
he
Jen,
paying me.
Do you really think?
He paid me. Chill.
But how much the fellas getting?
Nah, I mean, they be getting paid the same thing because we work the same. Like, we work the same.
So they getting
job.
the same pay.
I mean, I don't play ball. I just work for the.
I'm talking about like the people that's like around your positions. Like, are they getting paid more than you, or you? Because it may be so. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be a setup.
I mean,
like, you feel me? This is why I can't pay you. Because guess what? Y'all not bringing in the revenue.
I mean, but she's not bringing it. Like she said, she's not playing the game.
I'm not playing the game. So
it's
I'm
like,
not,
Or she just don't want to pay. He don't want to pay her because he want to pay somebody else more than her. So he just preparing her for for that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you thinking too deep, bro.
I get where you're coming from, but in this case, when it comes to like, I mean, if we were talking about jobs and what she does, then yeah, we can have an argument.
Well, bottom line, make sure you get paid.
No, I'm getting
No,
paid.
she getting paid.
Nah, I'm getting paid.
The thing would be
Make
like
sure
if
you
they
get
getting
paid.
paid the same, because like I've had countless conversation with like guy friends, and they just like, you guys scream equality, but then like sometimes y'all don't want the equality or whatever the case may be.
Now I do agree with a few things that he's saying. But listen, I just did a whole speech on women's equality, and guess what?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna back down from it. Women need to get paid as much as men. You feel me? And yes, it does start by women actually, being the one to support other women.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, we don't even
definitely.
support women.
We don't, and that's
like,
the crazy thing about it. But with me, I don't.
But it
really
still
do
doesn't
much
take
for
a,
basketball
of-
either.
it
like,
still
I
doesn't.
don't. And the thing is, like, the like women's basketball is low key like not as exciting as men's.
It's
Like,
not.
they're nice. Don't get me wrong. Like,
They are.
Shout out to the women. Like, I'm not even saying like I'm not trying to dumb them down or anything. But like, there's something about men's basketball that like it gets
Is it
you
like
hyped.
the aggression that they have?
I think it is because I'm like, if I seen a woman dunk, I'm watching that game. I'm watching games if I see women dunk. Like,
So like
I don't
women
know.
don't dunk in like the basketball game.
I mean, I feel Lisa Leslie dunk,
I mean,
right?
it still doesn't explain. Because I feel like, this is what I feel like. And I'm being honest, you feel me? This is the real Lil, all right?
Copy.
Not the fake Lil, the real Lil. So I'm going to give you straight, how I see it and how, it's portraying to me. Anytime they use excuses, right?
All right, so who's
they
the
use
they?
excuses. The people that don't want to pay females.
Okay.
They be like,
Okay.
all right, you're not supporting, but yet we going to, that's why we're not paying you. But they're all women's head coaches in college.
Yeah.
Why aren't they in the NBA? What's the reason for that? They're assistant coaches in
Okay,
the NBA. There's
yeah,
people
that
that's
could be
getting
that, but then
there,
we also
but they're
don't
not head
know.
coaches in the NBA. What's to say that a woman can't coach in the NBA?
You're right. So there's men coaches coaching the women's basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's men's coaching the women's basketball.
I'm sorry, I'm a little out of the loop with
No, it's
sports.
fine. No,
But there's
it's fine.
no women's head coaches in the league. You feel me? We touched on that back in our episode when we talked about Martha McGraw in her speech when she brought
yeah.
that
Oh,
out.
yeah.
You feel
Oh, that
me?
was back at school,
So I feel like it's just another excuse. Yes, it's true to some degree, but it's still used as an excuse. You feel me? Some things is just used as a scapegoat.
Nah, I feel you.
You feel me?
Nah, I feel you.
So that's what I feel like. You feel me? Women need to get their money.
Facts.
They need to get their money. And that is not only in sports.
But
Look
that's
about it in the
crazy.
world. They don't even get paid like the same as men in a lot of places in the industry. So it's
And
not
then,
only sports.
even if you go deeper, it's like the women get paid less than the man. But then when you break down, like, you know,
act like a lady,
like,
think like a man. You
how
feel
can I
me?
say, like,
Ah.
racial, not racial, but like, you know, ethnicity statistics, like they break it down by your race.
Yeah.
In your ethnicity, you like, I forgot who's at the bottom of the totem pole because it's like white women, then it's black women, then it's Hispanic women. They're at the bottom. They get paid less than both of us. So it's just like, it's crazy that it's like, okay, when it comes to women, now you got to break it down in a different ethnicity groups.
Like color. Let's do it.
yeah,
Yeah, they definitely
and
have
that's
many
that
shades
to
of
me is
everything.
that's why I'm like, can we just get paid the same? Like, that's all we asking. Like, what's this? Oh, we got to break this down. Like, you actually doing too much just to get, you know, not to pay us. You might as well just pay us to cause less work at this point. And I'm like, oh, so that's why y'all be asking me what my race is on my application, because y'all about to pay me less.
Well, you know what? Like I said, equality should be a policy.
Yeah.
You feel me? Women should get
I
paid.
agree.
That's what I
I
think.
agree.
But I want to move on real quickly. And shout out to the women's soccer team. They're having a ball. You feel me? They over there
Turning
doing what
up.
they gotta do. You know, out there partying, dropping F-bombs and doing all that. It's well deserved because they fought hard and they represented the country well.
Yeah.
And hopefully they do get paid because, like I said, ratings show that they are being watched more in women's soccer than the men are, and the men still make more money.
Ooh.
So, you know.
Was this like an ongoing thing, like, or did it just start because they
Yeah,
won?
they started it was watched more. So now that's why the question is coming up. Should they get paid more because they
Okay.
being watched more than men are? You know what I'm saying?
I think so. Yeah, facts.
So it is what it is. But anyway, moving on, I'm gonna get y'all thoughts on this, and this is why I want some debating. You feel me?
All right.
Is Serena Williams, because we all know we in the heart of Wimbledon, the tennis tournament. Serena Williams will be playing tomorrow for the finals. Is Serena Williams the most dominant athlete this past decade? This decade right
Is
now.
it just
Like,
Overall,
okay.
Overall?
man, female together combined.
Ooh.
Where
You
does
just
Serena
started something,
Williams?
bro.
Where does Serena Williams rank? And you know what? If y'all want me to start off, I'm gonna give you reasons why.
Start it off, but I already have something in my mind.
Alright, let me hear
and,
it.
I mean, like, so since she just made the cover of Forbes, isn't she like one of the first athletes to make the cover of Forbes? To be honest with you, I
Possibly.
feel like she is. Who
I'm gonna Google it.
who else did that as an athlete?
See, I don't follow magazines like that.
I mean,
so
maybe Michael Jordan did because, you know, he's on the Forbes list, but I don't know if he made it up there because of him playing basketball. You feel me? Because now he got like different business endorsements and all that stuff.
you're like
but,
the Jordans. You feel me?
Wow.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why I think she is. I
Cover
never,
star Serena Williams is the first athlete ever to hit Forbes' annual list of the.
All right, so she
Oh wait,
won.
no,
Oh.
of the world's richest self-made women.
all right, so
It
I'm
said
gonna
first athlete. They put that first. They didn't say she was a self-made, and then they put that one first.
tell you why I think Serena Williams is the most dominant athlete
Go ahead.
in this decade. If y'all my friends and y'all gonna be watching this, I already brought the points to y'all, and I'm gonna bring it to the American people.
Oh, God.
You feel me? And the S.STREET media people, and the Real Lil TV people, and the Millennial Law people, and the Gen people. I'm about to bring y'all with the facts. All right, so a lot of people may say LeBron.
I was gonna say, yeah. You saying? Are you
LeBron
saying
is
that?
not in my top 5. He's in my top 10. The reason why is because we talking about dominance. This isn't about, you know, who's better than who if you pair them all together. It's about dominance in
Yeah.
your own
Who
sport.
could take the sport?
So LeBron James is not the most dominant figure in his own sport. You had Kobe. You had Jordan in the past.
Yeah.
You had
Would you
you
put
still had
Iverson,
Golden State. You know
like,
what I'm
up
saying?
there?
That beat him. You had the Spurs that beat him. You had a lot of you know, the NBA's, you know, but
Yeah.
he's
It's
one of them.
big,
He's one of
yeah,
them. He's
yeah.
top 10. Tom Brady, who is my favorite human person in outside of my family.
That's
like,
crazy because I know people that don't like Tom Brady.
Yeah, a lot of people don't because they hating. You feel me? You got a lot of haters out here. When you doing
Okay.
good, you got haters. It's just automatic. It comes with the territory. You feel me? But Tom Brady, who's my GOAT in football, you still had Peyton Manning. You still had Joe Montana. You still, had Eli Manning that beat him twice in the Super Bowl. You feel me? He's in the top 5, but he's not ranked number 1. He's ranked number 3 in my list, actually. Because he did win a lot of Super Bowls. He has the most ever. He's ranked in my top 3. When you look at guys like, there's a lot of guys.
Yeah.
But the reason why I'm saying Serena Williams is number 1 is because who in women's tennis is as good and talked about and has won as many titles as Serena Williams?
Crickets.
Yeah, because I don't know.
Exactly. You feel me? So she dominates the sport. You feel me? She's about to be there again. I have a few stats on her. Hopefully the stats just appear randomly.
Do you watch tennis on a regular?
I watch tennis here and there. I watched it today. I watched Wimbledon.
Today.
I watch the U.S. Open. You feel me? Because that's the 2 main things that I watch. You feel me?
Okay.
But Serena Williams, she's dominant. She played with a baby in her stomach a couple years ago. You feel me? And she won with a baby in her stomach. You know what I'm saying? So Serena Williams is dominant. The only person that probably came close to her was her own sister Venus Williams. But guess what? She just lost to a 15-year-old.
15-year-old.
What about so who did Naomi play? No, I forgot her. I don't know her last name.
Naomi.
Y'all didn't know about Naomi?
I don't know nobody.
I forgot her last name, but I feel like she beat. Man,
She played tennis?
Yes, she does. And it was like she was talked about because I think she beat. Let me see, Naomi.
And Serena Williams is the oldest female to reach the Wimbledon final. She's 37.
Ooh, she about to be 40.
And she won the semifinal that just took place in less than an hour. Easy money. So to me, she's the most dominant athlete in this decade. Honorable mentions, like I said, is Tom Brady, Tiger Woods. Who else? You had a couple baseball players that's in there. I would say Mayweather. He's probably in the top 10. Mayweather is right up there because he's undefeated. He did dominate. Yeah. You still had Pacquiao that was up there. That's why it brings Mayweather down on my list because you still had Pacquiao that was dominating for a time. You feel me? But nobody was dominating with Serena. Serena is literally in her class of her own. When she lost the finals last year, I think it was the U.S. Open. It was a controversial loss because the Empire kept taking points off her. You feel me? So
with Serena.
Yeah.
That's with Naomi, the girl. That's why I was like, she played against somebody.
She's like Asian.
She's Asian, Haitian.
Yeah.
So that's why I think so. But what y'all think?
I mean, like, I feel like it would be like, for me, I don't really watch sports, so it's just like hard for me to judge. And then plus we going against like all the sports.
Yeah.
You just do literally all the sports. I can see if you just do tennis. Then we can
this is the dominance ranking. This is not
honestly, when he breaks it down like that,
it makes sense.
It makes so much sense because when you hear Serena, like you hear winner, like you don't hear
it's like
loser.
Like I was just thinking, like, yo, how many losses did she have in her whole entire life?
That's a great question.
She had a few, but you playing tennis all year round.
Look, but you can't even remember the few
because
she lost because she
just wins so much.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and if another female plays in the Wimbledon final or any major final and it's not Serena in there, you're gonna be thinking the world came to an end or something like that. You feel me? You be like Serena's
imagine, like, boom, imagine if the 15-year-old beat Serena.
It'd have been over.
Like, props, give credits to Venus. Venus, you nice, but like, now imagine a 15-year-old beating Serena. The world's ending.
And then on top of that, she's doing it in a predominantly white sport.
Yeah,
with a lot of conservatives, and she's just killing everything.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she is.
Unbothered, to be exact. Like,
so
she's
that's
not
why
even.
I think she is.
Wow, that's
you
crazy.
gotta be unbothered in this world because honestly, if you let things get to you, you won't win. That's why she winning because she don't care. Like, no matter how you look at it, okay, and I still beat you. And what?
Like, I'm manly, okay.
Exactly.
I have money.
Money. I have a family. I'm good. Okay. Like, she don't.
And I honestly didn't like the fact, like, how, like, people body shame her so much because she's so, like, brolic or, like, she looks so manly. She plays a sport. What do you expect? Like, and she's nice. Like,
exactly.
It's not like she's manly and she's not nice. Like, come on. It's OD.
People just be wanting things to say because they so annoying. People's another
Like it's so
story.
much good going for her. Like they gotta find the bad. She looked
They do.
manly, okay, but she has more bread than you. What are we saying?
And she's out here making money.
Money,
That's what
OD.
she's doing. You
That's
feel
why I
me?
be
She's-
like, I don't get like, I'm like, y'all complaining from what? Behind your camera phone, behind like your little computer screen behind your
Like
phone.
you have one iPhone. She
Like,
probably has
bruh,
like 10.
You sitting here commenting at what 12 p.m. You should be at work. Why aren't you?
That's how they do.
Why
it.
you not grinding today? What's your grind like? How about that?
Hello, that's the name of the show.
What's your grind like?
But
You know?
anyway,
That was
real
nice.
quickly to recap the final that was just played today in the men's side. I'm gonna just do that real quickly. Nadal versus Federer is one of the best rivalries in sports. You feel me? I'm a guy. I'm all about rivalries. I think
Yeah.
rivalries is what makes sports.
Make sports, yeah.
You feel me? Tom Brady
Like
versus
imagine
Peyton Manning.
if
you feel
everyone
me?
was just like friends. That's just
And that's
trash.
what the NBA was getting to.
Yeah.
But then
All friends.
we gonna talk about the NBA in a second. But that's how it was getting to it. Everybody want to play together. The super teams. You know, you my buddy. Let's play together. You feel me? And it was getting too whack for me. You feel me? Like I'm more of like, listen, I don't preach beef and hate or whatever. But at the same time, you gotta have a competitive spirit. You feel
Yeah.
me? I don't want to
It's a
play with you. I
competition.
want to beat
Yeah.
you at the end of the day. Then after that, we can go to the bar, party, get the bottle of Henny, and
I
over here is
cannot.
Jenny. You feel me? So that's what I like. I like rivalries. Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning. There's so many other rivalries that could come up anytime. But Nadal versus Federer is one of the best rivalries in sports. These guys, they played at Wimbledon like a couple years ago. I believe it was 2008, and that match that lasted 5.5 hours. You feel me? Going back and forth. So today, Federer just won. He beat it. He just defeated Nadal. He took the first set. Damn, why my information not here? I had everything prepared. But he took the first set. Nadal dominated the second set. Federer won the last two, and he beat him in 4 sets. And then Federer just showing you why he's one of the GOATs. So another thing that we seeing here is that guys that are older, because he is at that age, I believe he's 37, like Serena, they're dominating. Normally it was a father time, and then that's when your demise come. But you see guys like Tom Brady who's still winning Super Bowls, who's still throwing touchdowns. See guys like Federer who's still making finals. You see girls like Serena Williams still dominating.
I mean,
what is
yeah.
it? What is it with the new? Is it new technology? What is it?
No, it's because they had years and years of practice. Like
I don't think. I mean, practice. Everybody practice. Not
everybody
but-
practiced, but they've been in the game longer, so they had a better chance at like dominating the
But
sport
still,
because
like-
this is at the point where it's like they learned the sport, they learned the sport. Now they taking over. That's just it. That's exactly what it is.
I believe is the way it's technology and the way how they did the nutrition. You feel me? Because there were guys that were dominating, and then when they got to a certain age, they fell off a cliff. I feel like it's more. You feel me? I think it's the diet. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think.
I mean, maybe it can be the diet. It could be a plethora of things.
Not to say.
but it's just I feel like if they older and they dominate in the game, then I feel like it's more so like I said, like
experience.
Exactly. Like they in the gym, they shooting in the gym, whatever the case may be, all that other stuff. So, yeah.
But we also had, shifting gears here, we also had Russell Westbrook, who just got traded to the Rockets. It's a big thing in the NBA. Like I said about guys playing together and everybody being friends, the NBA is changing now.
It is.
It's about to be a new
Honestly,
NBA. You got.
I can't wait. Like I'm actually, cause like it's crazy. Like I know like certain like facts about NBA, but like I don't really like watch it until like the finals. Duh, like gotta watch the finals. But I'm gonna watch the season. Like
Of
I'm gonna.
course.
What the Rockets
He's playing on the Rockets now.
with heart?
I know it seems like
What? So, like head bust. I never thought Russell would even play with anyone.
look.
Because there was a debate going on saying Russell wanted to be the one man.
there's a lot of players like that. There's a lot of players like that.
He's
But
playing with Harden. Like, wow.
that's why I don't know how this is gonna work. It looks good on paper. It's the eye popping. Like, yo, Russell Westbrook to the Rockets. It's crazy. And me, I'm one of those people because I am into sports. I am the sports guru. I'm like, listen, pump the brakes. You feel me? You need to fix your tires before you end up in a car crash. You,
You
feel
know
me?
what?
Because
It's analogy. I'm
you
sorry.
think about it.
Analogies
It's
are
analogy.
OD.
of course, I'm the king of the analogy. You feel me? But when you think about it, Russell Westbrook and James Harden are two ball dominant players. They have the
Maybe
two
this will
highest.
humble him down.
I don't know.
Would it humble
hopefully-
Russell? Would it humble Harden?
Both of them gonna probably learn something from each other. Like, is it like this is how I look playing? Like,
Look, they have the 2 highest usage rate in the NBA. All right, the 2 highest usage rate. That means the ball is in their hands 9 times out of 10. All right,
Well, it's
and
about to be 50-50 today.
Mike D'Antoni is a guy that his system allowed James Harden to just, do whatever. It's almost like giving you the keys to run the offense the way how you want it, right? So James Harden, he got the keys now. It's almost like having a child that's spoiled. Like, yo, I'm spoiling you. I'm giving you all you want. And then I'm going to adopt another child. So it's almost like another child's coming in now. And it's like, damn, so I got to split, like, all I'm getting with this child, even though I know him. How is that going to work? You know what I'm saying?
I can't wait. I can't wait to see it.
But they played together before. They wanted to play together now. So maybe that can, get to them and be like, let me take a step back.
That's what I'm saying. Like, hopefully, like, it humbles both of them down.
I mean, I don't watch sports, but maybe I'll get into it.
No,
you
I'm
gotta
watching
get into
this
the NBA.
season. Like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
NBA
watch this
is
season.
crazy right now. You feel
I
me?
need
Brooklyn,
to. I mean, I don't
you gotta watch
understand it.
Brooklyn play
Now
Brooklyn,
because it's like
Kyrie,
Kyrie
Kevin
and
Durant, you feel me?
Kevin. Like
That's about to
like,
be Batman and Robin.
nah.
for the longest, nobody was trying to go to nobody's Brooklyn Nets game. That
Facts.
used to be the games they throw to you in high school. Like, just go to the Brooklyn Nets.
like,
Like,
not
I'm from
lie.
Brooklyn and I'm like, it's just the Nets.
did
Like,
anybody get traded to the Knicks? Like, what's going on
Nah,
with
the
them?
Knicks ain't doing nothing. That's the problem. You feel me? The Knicks is listen, man.
Carmelo,
The
I
Knicks
can't
is
tell
so
things.
bad,
Like,
and they've been so
Melo,
bad
yeah,
for the
cheating?
last couple of years that they are selling free tickets on the street for these
Free
cats.
tickets.
Free tickets on
How
the
you
street.
sell free tickets?
oh, it's lit.
Like, yo, take these tickets. You know what's great? I could have been to the Knicks game like 2 years ago. My dad
Wait,
was
why
like,
they
yo, I got
selling free
tickets.
tickets? First of all, why did you get them in the first place if you know you didn't want them?
Because they suck.
But why did you buy them in the first place if you're gonna give them away for free?
They suck. I'm telling you, I'm about to tell you about the story. Me and my dad got tickets to go to the Knicks game 2 years ago. It was a Sunday. It was rainy that day. And it was just like, you know what? We ain't even going to go. Literally. We didn't even go because it's like, yo, why waste
It's
our
just the
time?
Knicks.
Why waste
going
your
over
money?
there,
That's
over
what I'm
there,
trying to
And
figure
they
out.
suck. You feel me? Like, yo, the Knicks is in a terrible spot right
So
now.
somebody needs to have a nice little pep talk with Carmelo Anthony because
Carmelo Anthony ain't there.
he playing too many games but not the right one. Like
To be honest, I feel like when Carmelo went on the Knicks, I think I don't want to say he lost his groove, but it didn't look pretty.
Melo
He
needs
had
to get
he
his
had it for a
groove
little
back.
bit and then he lost it.
Like,
You
he
see-
looked so great on the Nuggets. I'm always gonna remember Melo on the Nuggets.
Hello. We
I'm
talking.
like, first I'm like, yo, who that? He's cute. And then I'm like, oh, Melo? All right, boom. And then, like, he got older, and then he went on the Knicks, and I'm like,
He got older. He started cheating.
you said
Doing
he
this
started
cheating.
cheating.
You feel me? What's cheating
Because,
got to do with him on the
because
court?
it don't have to do anything, but you playing too many games, but not the right one. I'ma just keep stressing that. When you playing games in your relationship, sir, can you bring that same energy to the court, please?
He's
Just bring it.
tired.
It's funny because
He's tired.
Okay, he could be tired. Retire then. Like I don't know what to tell him. Like
Yo, how old is he?
he gotta be he in his early 30s because Lala older than him. He gotta be like 33, 34.
That's not even that old.
Correct me if I'm wrong, peoples. Correct me if I'm wrong.
So
That's not
this
even
is
that
the
old.
problem with Melo, and this is why he's not in the NBA. Besides the cheating, okay? Besides the cheating, like Chauncey Billups said in a radio show earlier this week, the brother scoring 30 meant too much to him. So he was always wanted to be that guy. You know, having the most points meant the most to him, other than the team winning.
Okay.
You feel me? So that's why he's not in the league right now, because there were teams that wanted him that said, "But yo, you got to come with the bench." And when he was on the Thunder and they asked him to come on the bench, he's like, "I ain't taking no bench role." So he's a cocky dude. He thinks he still got it. He's one of them people. You know how you have them people in life? They think they all that. You know, look at me, Snapchat, all that. You know, but they ugly as hell.
Oh my
You feel me? They look like
God.
Vespuccia and all that. You feel me? And they don't have it, but they think they have it. You feel me? He's one of those guys that he thinks he's still one of the best players in the NBA.
I mean,
And his time has passed. He's not the same.
so Lil, can you go hit up Melo and humble him for a second? Go hit him up.
No, Lala need to do that. You feel me?
She
but the
done.
brother too
Lala's
busy on
done.
yachts
She
with other
done.
girls.
Lala's done.
But Nito, like, it's over for him.
Nah, he's one of them guys. He still thinks he got it, and he doesn't got it. He doesn't have it.
I feel
That's
bad.
why he's not in the NBA
I
right
do,
now.
I
feel
do,
so bad.
I do feel bad because I feel like everything is just crumbling, like in his face, in front of everybody's face.
Yeah,
so I'm
like-
just like,
Like, you're famous at that, so like everyone can see that your life is really like not it anymore. Like,
But what y'all think about him cheating? Like, you feel me? He was cheating the other day.
he was
you-
cheating for mad long. He had a whole.
what
baby.
you mean? What we think?
Now I want to know what y'all think. being
Wait, hold on,
females.
wait. So black men don't cheat. Oh, now you gotta drink your water.
Drink your water.
Feel me?
Drink your water.
Listen, I'm on that movement. But, you know, Carmelo need to come in and get on that movement.
He's
you feel
acting
me?
like a city boy right now. He needs to relax.
Oh, he's half Puerto Rican? So he ain't black like that. You feel me? Once again,
right,
black
yeah,
man
man.
don't cheat. Thank you for bringing it up. You bringing it up again.
You said half?
I wish you could just zoom in my face. Like,
You said half, right? What's the other half?
Once again, black man
Black.
don't cheat.
I'm not going like totally disgroup. I mean, he biracial. Well, do they call him?
But what y'all think
biracial?
about
Do
him?
they?
Because he was caught on the yacht the other day with some girl that he claimed to be his friend. I mean, I won't go.
I mean,
yacht
he
chilling,
did. He took
laying
the
down
Instagram
with my
real,
friend. You feel me?
real
Like
quick.
that's a
I
little
mean-
bit too close. You feel me?
I mean, the pictures do look sus, but you know what? I feel like I don't want to take his side, but you know, sometimes paparazzi just catch you at the
How would
wrong
you
moment.
feel, Melanie?
Oh, my
if
God.
you was dating somebody and he was on a yacht with another female, you know, with his shirt off, laid up like he's Big Papa.
Okay,
with shorty
you can't
over there
even
next to him
say shirt
in a
off. He on
bikini.
the water. I'm not
You
expecting
feel
him
me?
to
Like,
wear.
how
on a
would you
boat.
feel? What would you think?
With water.
I'm questioning him. I'm
Yeah,
gonna question him.
I would be like, so who was that?
Yo, y'all
Now-
are too soft. No
No,
wonder why black
no,
men don't cheat.
No,
You feel me?
hold on.
I would be like, who was that? Now, it depends on how
No, you
he
gotta,
reacts.
you gotta come soft. So then, like, he gotta get you there to that. I'm not gonna hit you because I don't be walking around hitting men because
Yeah,
I got
no,
time
we
for
not
that.
doing that.
But it's just my whole thing. Like, I am gonna press you. If I gotta raise my voice, I'm gonna raise my voice. One thing I gonna do, I ain't gonna fight you or fight over you. I'm out. I don't got time. There's plenty of fishes in the sea, if you ask me.
Well, if the brother stop cheating and go back to the gym and work on his game and take a back seat,
He-
maybe
he
he'll
he
get
got
back on the
big.
end.
I'm gonna say a little pudgy pudge stomach or
Not
whatever.
big.
But anyway, exactly. He ain't too much. But anyway, we're going to go on a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to get into some hip hop, some pop culture. Ladies and gentlemen, you tune into Rush the Ground Like Podcast. Don't go nowhere.
Yes, sir.
I had to my Birkin. I had to my Birkin. I had to my Birkin. The lush not working. Gotta get to the bag, my mama is tired. I see that she hurting. I stare at the stars and answer it all. I can't follow no serpent. Life is a game, so shoot for the moon. When you shoot with a purpose. I run up the dash, 200 a mile, you know that I'm working. Chasing blue faces, you know that I'm lurking. Collect of these bitches, you know that I'm swerving. Tired of love, my heart it went breaking. Turned to a savage, now I started taking. Collecting these souls, now I'm the reaper. Get in the bag, you know that I need you. Cartier frames, a drip in my face. Seeing so clear, the type of the fake. My family's a coast, got an army on me. No 6 man, got 5 on my team. Run up the bands, this is all I see. I'm God of my life, one day I'll be free. I know I don't call, I know you with me. Guiding me through more than spreading the sea. I had to my Birkin, they lush and not working. Gotta get to the bag, my mama is tired. I see that she hurting. I stare at the stars and answer it all. I can't follow no serpent. Life is a game, so shoot for the moon. When you shoot with a purpose. I hopped on my Birkin, the lush is not working. Gotta get to the bag, my mama is tired. I see that she hurting. I stare at the stars and answer it all. I can't follow no serpent. Life is a game, so shoot for the moon. When you shoot with a purpose. I've been lost in my head, my games like a joker. My life been playing these games like it's poker. Where flushing is over, the money is calling, you know that I'm on. Switch up for euros, I'm pesos, I'm gone. But mama, these diamonds, that shit when I'm gone. Killing her demons, protecting her throne. To mama, I'm flexing on purpose. For the niggas that said I ain't worth shit, she said get your ass to the street. To mama, don't worry, I'm working. I'm motherfucking working. I'm all in my Birkin. These bitches, they know that I'm hurting. I'm chasing the money, I'm splurging. I'm getting what's mine is for certain. I hopped on my Birkin. The lush is not working. Gotta get to the bag, my mama is tired. I see that she hurting. I stare at the stars and answer it all. I can't follow no serpent. Life is a game, so shoot for the moon. When you shoot with a purpose. I hopped on my Birkin, the lush is not working. Gotta get to the bag, my mama is tired. I see that she hurting. I stare at the stars and answer it all. I can't follow no serpent. Life is a game, so shoot for the moon. When you shoot with a purpose. I hopped on my Birkin, the lush is not working. I hopped on my Birkin, the lush is not working.
Yo, we are back.
We live, baby.
And this is the second half of What's Your Ground Like podcast. And it's time to get into some pop culture, but a few information before we do. Next week we will have our guests back on. We're gonna be doing something called Fashion Week. We'll have like 2 clothing designers on the show promoting their clothing brands, and we're gonna be chopping it up about the latest topics going on in the culture. For right now, it's time to get into some ASAP Rocky. I want to know what y'all think about this situation. The brother's locked up on some Akon shit.
Nah,
you feel me?
For
in Sweden.
Nah, no funny. I feel bad.
I do.
I don't like the fact that people are bringing up the whole. But did you hear what he said about Flint though? And then they would like bring up his old tweets because everybody love bringing up old tweets. The tweet was kind of harsh though. He was like, "Yo, I'm not even in Flint, so I'm like, I don't even care." Like,
yeah,
something fucked up. But I'm just like, damn, ASAP.
Nah, it's harsh because of the conditions that he's in, and I feel like after watching, like, after hearing about like the Khalif Browder story, and after hearing about, and watching like When They See Us, and watching how he was in solitary confinement, and also watching the Malcolm X movie, and
all of that.
It's just like putting ASAP in that whole like environment, and I'm just sitting there like I can't even imagine like what he's going through.
Exactly.
Because they said he's not eating.
Yeah, he's not eating.
Listen, all that is a bunch of bullshit. First of all, I looked at the daggone pictures, all right? It don't look like no daggone terrible living conditions. The brother got a TV. The brother got a bed. To be honest with you, that look like utopia, all right? It don't look like no daggone terrible.
Where you seen these pictures at?
Yo.
Google, you look at the pictures, all right?
Do we got ASAP Rocky in the picture?
Nah, but I saw the picture of the daggone jail. It looked like a dorm room. You feel me?
You sure you wasn't looking at the lobby?
Nah, I'm looking at
what? Yo.
You know they be having like the little lobby area.
I was
that's
reading
just a PR
something.
stunt to get him, to get him out of there faster. Basically, is what
but
it is.
It's not even like Ferg said it, but I'm like I don't know. All right, so Ferg is like talking about it, but I feel like he's not going in depth a lot about it. So
they just saying that, like, you know what I'm saying? They just saying that to get him out of there. Yeah, it's good for him to be out of there. Yeah, free ASAP and all that. But first of all, the brother is not that bad. All right, from what I'm seeing,
he not eating.
Yeah,
that's what they say. Do you really think the brother not eating? Do you really feel that?
You
that
think this is all like propaganda right now? Like, you think this is all like fake?
It's not all fake.
Not fake, but like dragged, or like they're like over exaggerated. So maybe he's eating, but not eating good, or like eating.
No, he's eating. He's eating whatever the jailmates eat. The jailmates in America or whatever don't eat good. They don't eat steak. They don't have filet mignon.
So you
and
think
all that other stuff.
Sweeting
They eat jail food. He's eating jail food. He's not out here at Red Lobster. You feel me? Like,
no, I know
food.
that, but like people are saying like he's not eating.
They saying he's not eating. So even if he don't like the food, like. His like it's not like all right, he's supposed to be expecting a steak and lobster. Like, he's from Harlem, he know what oodles and noodles taste like, so I feel like he would eat it. But I don't like. I personally feel like
the brother's eating. He's eating jail food, regular jail food that regular jail people eat. You feel
to
me?
be honest, we not even there, so I don't even know.
We
like,
not even there.
You feel me? Like I said, me personally, I think it's all propaganda. You feel me? Second of all, the brother, like you said, he was asked about a certain topic. He dismissed it. He was like, I don't care about it. So the brother is, there's something called karma. You feel me? That's
People were saying, people were like,
right. You feel me? Whatever goes up must come down. You feel me? That's just what it is. So basically, his karma is coming back to him.
It was really harsh.
Everybody's saying this free ASAP, free ASAP. Me personally, I don't really care. You feel me?
I'm like, do you think we should free ASAP?
I don't care, you feel me? If it was up to me, if the judges or whatever came up to me, be like, yo, you had the final word. All right, free the brother. I don't care, you feel me, or whatever, or leave him in there. I'll say free him to give him the benefit of the doubt, but me personally, it's nothing I'm going to sleep over, you feel me? The brother don't even put out a lot of music like that, you feel me? He's into the fashion, you feel me?
So
it is what it is.
He went ghost on us.
Yeah, he's so cute. Sorry.
Now we know why you want him free. You feel me?
He's so cute.
Sorry.
But to be honest with you, like I said, it's karma coming back for the brother. He was asked about, Flint and all this other stuff.
How long? Okay, so how long ago was he asked about Flint for? Because
I feel like
how long ago?
Whenever Flint happened.
I was gonna say
Flint happened like 6 years ago.
It wasn't that.
I was gonna say, to be honest, I feel like the time don't even matter. He literally said, "I'm not in Flint, so I don't really care."
Exactly. Exactly. So you feel me? To be honest with you, the reason why he may say it's terrible living conditions because the brother is rich. The brother is used to royalty. Yeah. So anything that's with a band and just a TV is horrible living conditions.
I feel like he should actually try to understand because, bro, you from Harlem. Like, I think he grew up in PJs.
All right,
I
but
think he did. So the whole thing about it is you had clean water, but bruh, you probably didn't have hot clean water. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like sometimes people in the PJ struggle for hot water, cold water sometimes. Like, I know he had times where he didn't have food in the house. Like, sometimes you gotta come from an understanding point of view and be humble. And with him, he
God
just
was
needs to
like,
humble
you know what?
himself.
Come, just come. I'm gonna humble you real quick. Put you in jail. He's in
Oh,
jail.
man, he gonna humble a lot of people when they go to hell. I'll tell you that. But anyway, that's for the biblical people out there. You feel me?
Oh my God.
7-day Adventists and all that.
Chill.
But for real though, you know what I'm saying? Like he basically he should be just doing his time. You feel me? Whatever he did, if he does.
But
What?
they
How
said
much
it
they
was-
giving him?
I don't even
I
know.
think they said
but
he was gonna give him like how many years?
6 months?
6 years?
60. Okay.
Yo, no funny.
But
I thought it was
they
like
did-
20 years.
I thought they was like self-defense. I'm confused.
Yeah, I heard like the story. Like I heard. So basically, there was like a fight going on between this guy and girl, and then like he stepped in, and then like he had to like defend himself. That's what I heard. I could be wrong. Someone could correct me, but
Then
that's what I heard.
I didn't. Okay, so I'm not gonna say I didn't because I recently just like heard about somebody getting arrested for fighting somebody. He was almost about to go to jail, but he didn't. But I was like, I don't know. Maybe it's me. I just feel like fighting somebody. We see fights all the time. I seen a whole bunch of them in high school and middle school, and we go to jail for 6 years. Like, and in my head, I feel like they didn't pull out any weapons. I feel like if they
Yeah.
pulled out a weapon like a gun or a knife, then yeah, we gotta put some numbers behind that because it's like it's what do they call that? Assault. I don't know. Whatever big words they throw together in the courtroom to make it seem so dramatic.
Yo, me and my dad was just talking about that. He was like, yo, like in the courtroom, they have like their own language, and it
First
just
of all,
be
they have their own dictionary.
dictionary. That's what he said. He said language dictionary. Like there's like this whole thing where it's just like they could be like the sky is blue, but like
They call it like something
Something-
funny.
we
you
can't even
know,
think of
that's
nothing,
what I'm saying,
like-
but it's just like, yo, that's crazy. And like people is just standing there trying to like defend themselves, and we just trying to tell you the story. Like you asked for our side, we giving you our side, but the fact that it's not in y'all terms, y'all just think is, I don't know, it's messed up, man.
One
This whole
thing I would
system
say
is just
about
messed up.
rappers today, right? And this is very different from the rappers of before in the
Yeah.
past. Normally, when dudes were asked questions like how he was asked about Flint, let's say you ask somebody like who's a like
Chance.
Chance
No, I'm talking
or
about-
J.
Oh,
Cole.
now?
like KOS1 or
Okay.
somebody.
Okay,
or
I was gonna say
like one
low-key
of those
Tupac.
dudes. They would give you a whole 5-hour long speech about what
Yeah.
was going on. But rappers now, they I won't say they dumb. Everybody's smart to a certain degree, but they don't care about it. Like
They
they don't.
don't.
They're not even aware of it.
No.
You feel me?
I agree with you.
And
100%.
so basically, they're very dismissive. But when they get into those situations, Meek Mill, when he got into a situation with, you already know, with that terrible lawyer of his, and when he went through all that, he came out a whole different man. You feel me?
did.
Like to
No,
me, he
yeah.
got better. Me personally,
Like
I
he
think
came
Meek Mill
out
got
like
better as a
Black
rapper
Lives
when he
Matter.
went through that. Same thing
'Cause
with
she
21
was-
Savage. 21 Savage he was garbage, like straight up. But like when he came
Iron
back
versus I was.
you feel me? And
What?
then with a lot, you feel me? I'm like, all right, I could really, but like they
What?
speak their mind now,
Yeah.
like they know what's
But
what's happening. So
it's-
hopefully that happens with
To
ASAP.
A$AP,
You feel me?
A lot of people are like that to the point that they have to go through something in order to be like, all right, now I gotta actually wake up. And a lot of people is like, sometimes I just have to go through it for me to actually sit here and be like, all right, I need to change or I need to make an action or whatever the case may be. Like people have to literally learn the hard way in order for them to change. So
I agree.
Or maybe we just got a lot of Ray Charleses out here because there's a lot of things going on. You feel
you
me?
know,
And
I
it's
ain't
all
going
around.
to the devil house with you. No,
you are
no,
you really something, man.
Nah, I'm just saying. Dudes be at the blind bird box. You
No,
want me
they.
to use that?
I don't think. I don't.
He said bird. Yo,
Everybody be
Bird
doing that. They be
Box.
like, "So you bird boxing now?" I'm like, what?
Now remember
But-
when that movie was? Did y'all see the movie?
I
Bird Box?
mean, we've been the bird box before the bird box even came out. Honestly,
You
because
and I.
people be acting like they won't be seeing shit. And
Yeah,
it's
but
right
I feel
there.
like with these new rappers, like half of them, like, no offense, intelligence level don't be that high. And I'm like, I'm tired of watching 30-minute interviews and they ain't talking about nothing. Like, I remember watching a Rico Love interview and literally I could only remember 5 questions being asked, but it was a whole 30-minute interview. And I was like, this is what I'm talking about. Elaborate, please. Like, we need more Rico Loves out here in the streets to like, she asked a question, he was going in, he was going off. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, because that's when I was like, yo, I'm about to be interviewing people. I used to watch everybody interview. I'm like, I like interviews where I sit down and I like to actually hear your story. When they ask a question about you, give me your life. Like, this is how I know so much about YG, because I watched so many interviews and I was like, give me your life. Like, I just want to know it. And I just love to hear stories, but I like to see how people were able to like talk about different things. Like, with Nipsey, he used to have like his interviews and he used to elaborate. Like I said, going back to Rico Love, they elaborate. These rappers now, you ask them a question, they be like, well, I mean, next question, next. And I'm just like, yeah, I shouldn't have to feel like we have to ask questions, like real life questions, and then that is like us, like literally 5-minute block, and then all we talking about is all your hood street things that you done. And granted, yes, but I'm like, we need substance, bro.
Did you think 6ix9ine elaborated?
Yo, 6ix9ine, that was a good interview. I couldn't even.
Judges and
I'm like, I gotta ask about 6ix9ine.
Yo,
Like
6ix9ine, I literally, it took me 2 days to watch it because it was like an hour. And
yeah,
I
it was
like,
mad long. It was mad long.
One thing about 6ix9ine, yo,
yeah,
he made sense. I ain't gonna even hold you.
No, he actually did make sense in that. Breakfast Club, yeah, the last one that he.
I saw that. I was surprised.
Did he have on a blue shirt?
I honestly do not
like,
remember
he literally
because of my circumstances, but like
Charlemagne and all them dudes that been
the
in
last
the
one,
radio business.
the last one that happened.
I know he did 2. I know both of them was like an hour long.
The last one.
I don't think I seen the last. I think I seen the first one.
Oh,
and he was, because he said it in the interview. He's like, this is gonna be your most viewed interview, and literally it got more than Birdman. And Birdman was the most viewed, and that one got to like mad digits. I'm like, I'm mad I'm watching this, but I'm like, yo.
Like
he's like
he made you want to like listen to more. Like, what do you have to say?
That's exactly what it was.
Like, you low key not making sense, but you making sense. But what's up? Like, let me hear this. And then like you really listening. Like, yo, like he really trying to make sense, and it's working.
One thing about him, like I could say, like between him and the baby, like they both have great marketing skills. And one thing that they do, they know how to operate their fans and people that's not their fans. They know how to do it all, and I don't know how. I don't know how they capture their audience the way they do, but they do it. And that was with him. Like, he knew what he wanted. He was like, I'm gonna get what I want. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you probably still gonna like it.
Yo, my little sister loved 6ix9ine.
Basically, and that's what Trump does. When you think about it, your job is to get people talking about you, whether it's negative or positive.
Yeah.
If your name is always in the headlines, whether it's be for good or positive, positive or bad, it's gonna work out for you because your name is in the paper. Like, it's in the newspaper. So if I say F mother F this, F mother F that, boom, and it gets views. No matter people is like, yo, why is he here? He's stupid. I'm still getting the publicity.
Yeah,
that's why he got a song called Stupid.
You feel me? Exactly. You gotta get publicity. You feel
like
me?
he know what he was doing. Like, that was the thing. Like, I was like, yo, I wasn't cool with him. But then when we was at the parties in Cortland, I'm like, wait, hold on, wait, I don't get to him. Like, dude, yo.
But he's a rat.
And that's the thing. I'm like, it's so sad because
he about to have he probably ain't gonna be saying nothing. All that substance before. If I'm him,
I want like someone said social media's been like mad dead since 6ix9ine has been gone, and I'm like,
cause I'm
not even gonna lie,
he was the illest troll.
Yeah,
but we like the thing about it is he trolled.
I don't like
everybody.
that statement. I don't like that statement. I understand where it's coming from. In a way, I understand why they're saying it. But social media is always gonna be there.
No,
and it's always gonna be stuff and new challenges and new stuff. Like, it's social media.
It's stupid,
it's just
but
different. It's almost like
it's low key different though.
Yeah. It's almost like replacing maybe the person that was here before. Like, let's say I replace somebody with somebody. Yeah, it's not that somebody that was great, but it's somebody. You feel me?
I feel you.
Whoa, okay, my brother, you need to shut up. My laptop talking to me. It's like, I'm not replacing you, laptop. I'm talking about you. Feel me?
Nah, we staying with
you
Samsung.
Act right.
We staying
Samsung. We doing working good. You feel me? Anyway, that's my thoughts on ASAP. You feel me? If it was somebody like J. Cole or Kendrick,
we know they
I'll go free the brother my damn self. You feel me? Like, we out.
Let's get a GoFundMe going.
J. Cole, I'm out.
But like, honestly,
I'm
people
go get him.
that's ignorant, and when they ask about certain stuff, to me, I don't care. I'm not saying I want him to stay there. To me, it's a topic that we just talking about.
Yeah.
Because we got a show and we, it's hot
I mean,
topic.
like, we all we all like free him or whatever. It brings me back to the statement that Meek Mill made in his songs. Like the same people that was screaming free him they wasn't sending letters, they wasn't going to visit him. Like all of us is like free him, but is any of us making a GoFundMe to gather some money for him to get out? Like no. So it's just like of course not, exactly. So it's just like I'll show my support in the US over here with my money in my pocket. So that's why I'm like,
ain't gonna go to Sweden. You feel me? You ain't gonna catch somebody on a 15-20 hour flight to go free somebody that's not even gonna get free.
I mean, I feel like Ferg would go. Ferg got money.
His friend.
He gonna be going there with the mob and doing his job. You feel me? Hey.
I wish I knew how to like really like hit it.
Whoa.
hit the wall.
Anyway,
You seen the meme with like Rihanna and Chris Brown? Chris Brown was hit, and Rihanna was the wall. I'm sorry, that's not funny. I'm sorry.
Y'all,
I'm sorry.
I ain't going down with you.
It wasn't funny, but I'm like, wow, people are really like not shit.
Yeah, they wilding out. They wilding out.
so we got some R. Kelly news. As you know, it seems like we have R.
Kelly?
Kelly news every once
He
in
got
a
arrested
while, right?
again while walking his dog. That's the
You
funny
know what?
part.
You see, this is
My mom
To
was
me,
like,
this is a drag.
That's what I'm
type
saying.
Of
Like, I don't-
situation.
I'm like, they don't. At this point,
the
they don't want
brother
him.
should've been
They don't want him
How
arrested.
long ago? You feel
Years.
like this is drag. Like
why did he get arrested?
I have no clue. They was like he was walking his dog and they arrested
he
him.
got
For
arrested
what?
for being a model citizen, ladies and gentlemen.
At this point, I feel like
He's
they,
in jail.
It was something with sexual assault in Atlanta. I'm in Chicago.
Yeah, it's basically he was arrested in Chicago on federal child pornography charges.
Okay, and then Jocelyn Savage father ran up on his publicist while his publicist was doing a press conference. I seen it on the Shade Room, and I'm just like, at this point, your daughter wanted to stay, cause how Dominique? I keep saying this. I said, how did Dominique mother get Dominique out?
She went and got her.
Thank you,
Typical black family.
thank you.
Give me my. I'm going up there and I'm
Like,
getting my daughter. Not no.
I'm listening to this
give me
like-
back
And
my
like
daughter.
Dominique
you know.
mother is like, I see Jocelyn here, and I'm just like,
When was this? Today?
yeah, while he was walking his dog. Sorry, y'all. They was like he was walking his dog. I was like, at this point, I feel like they just teasing him. I really do.
Like,
you know,
I,
you
like
know how
when
you
y'all
just
said
gotta
R.
pick at
Kelly, I
something?
said, what?
I'm over it.
I need to read this. I'm the same.
So we,
I
read
am.
it.
Breaking news. R. Kelly arrested on new federal charges in Chicago with a New York connection. R. Kelly was picked up and arrested by the feds Thursday night while walking his dog in Chicago. A spokesperson... Who did that? A spokesperson for the U.S. Attorney, Northern District, Illinois, confirms a federal grand jury indicted him, I pressed something, on 13 counts of child pornography and obstruction of justice. The spokesperson confirms he is currently behind bars at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in Chicago. Kelly's attorney, Steve Greenberg, says these charges arose from alleged actions in Illinois and Eastern District, New York, which includes Brooklyn, Queens, and Long Island. In a statement, Kelly's lawyer, Steve Greenberg, says that they look forward to his day in court, to the truth coming, and to his vindication from what has been an your phone locked, but yep.
So one thing I would say, right?
So he's behind bars.
Yes.
Whoop-de-doo.
He's trapped in the closet.
You trap behind bars.
Feel me? I'm happy that he got arrested. You feel me? Now you can go up there safely to Chicago when you go.
Oh
to the
yeah, when
football
I'm
camp,
gonna
you
be
feel
like,
me?
yo, free R. Kelly, Jeju. I don't care.
Honestly, I'm
honestly,
just
to me,
over
this is a
it.
drag
Yeah, that's what
situation.
I'm like literally once y'all said R. Kelly, I'm like, what now?
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? I've been thought
Drag.
the brother was in jail, but then I realized he wasn't. You feel me? Mate? Then he get picked up a couple.
That's
months
what
ago.
I thought. I'm like, what are
I
you
thought
guys
he was
talking
still
about?
You feel
behind bars.
me?
They was
Like-
like, oh, he got arrested walking his dog. I said he was out.
He has a dog. Like,
Oh, he's a walking like a regular citizen. Like he's doing all these normal people things, and I'm like, I'm about to be. We all about to be. Well, y'all 21 already. right?
Yeah,
I'm still 20, about to be 21 or whatever. And it's like these been going up for like 20 plus years, and y'all just like as soon as the Surviving R. Kelly documentary, like let me not brush over people's pain or whatever the case may be, but it's just like.
yo, didn't they win something in something? The documentary won like an award.
Yeah, They did.
That's a new thing now, the documentaries. But anyway, I want to bring up a question. I want to know y'all answer. You know, I'm the dude. I gotta have rankings. I gotta have questions. I gotta have.
Wow.
That's just me. You feel me? You gotta spice it up. You feel me? I like a little spice on my chicken. You feel me?
What?
If you had to choose between the two, we debating between the last two topics we discussed.
Okay.
Free ASAP or put R. Kelly behind for good.
Bro, we freeing ASAP.
Yeah, I'm a free ASAP. Mainly because, for good, like for life, I don't want to be giving people.
Basically switching spots. ASAP, you're a free man. R. Kelly, you go into that cell.
I'm freeing ASAP.
Yeah,
What kind of question is that, bro?
We freeing ASAP.
So you will keep R. Kelly on the street, doing what he doing.
What? You just said doing
No,
what he
you
doing.
said if we free ASAP, R. Kelly gonna be behind
I
bars.
messed up on that. I meant if you had to choose between R. Kelly being locked away for life and ASAP staying in jail, or ASAP being freed and R. Kelly doing what he doing still.
Bro, you just lost me, bro.
You said
You don't
if
understand what I'm saying?
So you basically
Okay. Let's break it down.
We like,
Because I
okay.
know I'm not bugging. All right, so you think, so there's two kind
It's,
of
it's,
options.
it's just a random.
It's like two
Yeah.
different scenarios.
different- all right,
It's just a
so
scenario. we
we-
playing a jigsaw game.
I know.
It's the saw
Free ASAP, and then put R. Kelly in jail, or
movie. For good, for life.
for life, or have R. Kelly
do what he's doing.
do what he's doing
And
while
ASAP
ASAP
free.
is in jail.
No, or wait, something like that. Basically the opposite
Bro,
of
you
each
don't
other.
even know what you're talking about.
Not because you just confused me the way how you said
You
it.
You
confused
can
us.
me. That's
Okay.
what I'm trying to
Alright, one more
confirm.
time.
One more time.
One more time. R. Kelly gets freed,
Okay.
but ASAP has to stay. Nah, I just messed myself up.
I'm like, yo, I'm freeing
Alright,
ASAP.
But
Like,
my whole thing, okay. I don't know.
I said it
In
right
my
the first
case,
time.
like it's bad that I feel like I don't even care if he's behind bars or free. I don't. I really don't care.
Who?
R.
R.
Kelly.
Kelly.
R. Kelly.
Because
Yeah.
I was smart enough to stay away. Half of these girls was at his court like free R. Kelly. Free R. Kelly. I'm your number one fan. Like, girl, go to school, get your education. That's what.
Go graduate high
I
school.
mean, you do kind of got a point. You feel
Like
me?
that's why I'm like I don't even care if he's free.
It goes. See, that's
as
why.
long as he don't touch me. Bars.
That's why our topics always, even though it seems like we shift gears, it always align because it goes back to the point where I started off the show where it came to women, and you brought up the fact that you said, where women don't support, women, and that's why we not getting paid. It's the same thing with females. You asking for something, and you're gonna get what you ask for. It's basically like that. So it's kind of like it intertwines with each other. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because these girls actually was over there. Some of them knew about the rape charges, but they still put themselves in a predicament to be a victim of that.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know who it was, but it was one girl. She was smart. She left. She said I left once I started hearing all these different things. I forgot her name, but they only showed sis one time in that documentary. And after she said her piece, she was not shown again. All them other ones was shown 50 million times, and I'm like, so why you keep reoccurring in the story?
Right.
I ain't even watch it.
Well, we gotta move on real quickly because the time running out. Jermaine Dupri had some criticism from female rappers. He came out with the other
Oh yeah,
day.
he said everybody sound the same. It sound like just strippers saying.
Yeah, strippers basically rapping.
I actually just seen that and I was like, ooh.
And
Which I think.
I mean, everybody was screaming Young and May, and I was like, she's a different.
I'm like, do she really count?
Nah, she. I'm sorry, she count, but she don't really count.
Yeah, so
She count because she's a woman, but she don't really count because
she
She
don't.
don't- she's
she
not-
don't
she not-
rap
she don't-
about
she
the
don't-
same thing that the
she
other.
rap like the dude. She be out
Yeah.
here talking,
To me,
not
that's,
really. but
she's out of this question.
Okay, good.
She's
All right,
out
good.
of this.
Everybody
She's-
was just like,
she's not.
Young
She don't
and
rap
May, and
about
I'm like-
stripping. She put on the man persona. She don't rap about stripping. She's out of it.
She rap about
Basically,
going to
who's
strip
in
club?
this conversation? We will be talking about Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Little Kim from back then, or basically a lot
Megan
of the,
is not even a stripper though.
I mean-
Megan is an educated, educated woman.
Oh yeah, Sweetie. I love Sweetie.
Sweetie graduated from USC.
So
Megan Thee Stallion was
somebody
in college.
said Sweetie is
Sweetie is-
trash, and I was like, hold up, she's bad. Stop it. So then I went to go listen to her again. I'm like,
She low key trash.
the beat is fire though. Like,
I'm weak.
like I'm like, you know what? She's just learning. She just came out. Like she just came out. So just like she's probably like learning her different styles. So it was just
that's
like,
all I'm about to say.
you know,
Cardi B responded, and I actually agree with Cardi B with what she
what
said.
she said.
She said basically, because she was once a stripper, she basically
Yeah.
said, you know, that's what people want to hear. That's what sells. You feel me? So if people started rapping
Yeah, she's
about
being,
like
she's
regular
actually
stuff,
being real. But
you
like,
know, it
I
wouldn't
feel like
sell.
there's
And
people
I
in the
do
world
agree.
that wanna listen to other stuff too.
But the thing about it is, like, he's
but
like,
it doesn't sell as much.
That
You feel
sucks.
me?
that's true. But I feel like I read something on the Shade Room and it was just like, so what do half of these guy rappers be rapping about? I'm like, you got a point, because all of them be talking about the lean, the Molly. Because at a point, I was hearing it on Future. I was hearing it on this person, that person. I was just like, okay, we get it. You drugged up singing this song at this point.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. Like, that's your body. So it's just like, he's like, it's all about stripper rapping. But I'm like, it's the same people talking about toting guns, popping Molly, drinking lean, and doing the same thing all over again. Being up in the studio to 6, maybe 10 in the morning, from like 9 at night to 10 the next morning, doing the same thing all over again, going on tour. Gotta keep the energy. So they gotta have all this alcohol and drugs in their body to keep pushing. Like, it's the same thing we hear in songs. And you know what we do? Us girls, we be throwing it back. Hey.
Yep.
And then all y'all do is be in the parties toting y'all fake guns, and us girls be there with y'all too. But it's just like, it's the same thing.
Like vice versa.
We do the same dance to every song. Think about it. Cause the beat be the same, and then we like, hey,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, y'all killing it with the dance moves today. You feel me? Y'all gotta get a contract or something.
Nah, I'm
I
trash.
mean, like, call
My little sister's a dancer, not me. I'm not it. It's
But
not me.
Jen, can you take us away with our WYGL
yeah, we have
news?
news. Yeah, we
Our
have
new
news.
segment on the show.
The news segment. So, fortunately, a 4.6 earthquake shook Seattle overnight, just before 3 a.m. in the morning. There were no structural damage to infrastructure or anything. Also, another earthquake hit California, 4.9, again shortly after the Seattle earthquake. Earlier in the week, we lost actor Cameron Boyce, R.I.P., who died in his sleep after an epileptic seizure. He was only 20 years old. R.I.P., R.I.P., R.I.P. Did y'all watch Jesse? Because I watched Jesse.
yeah, I watched Jesse.
I watched
Watch a little
Jesse.
bit of it.
No, I watched
like,
Jesse.
I left Instagram because Sky Jackson, like, she went on live, she was crying, and China finally posted.
I
'Cause
saw
you know-
China, yeah.
Oh my god, I
China's
was in my
own was
bed.
so like genuine. I cried.
I
was-
cried because she was just like, because at one moment she was like, yeah, and then she was like,
She was laughing and then like she cried and then
yeah,
I'm
because
like,
she
it's-
wanted to remember the good times, and then she was just like, wait, like, she came to like, yo, he's going.
He's
and that's
gone.
when she just was like, nah, like, this is not real. And she was like, I'm glad I didn't
He
get
was a
this
young
guy.
brother too.
He was
only
so
20 years old.
young. He was so
Yeah.
young.
He was out here, he was fly.
And last but not least, stupid people. Florida woman charged with food tampering after surveillance cameras caught her picking her nose and sticking fingers in ice cream. This comes after another video that surfaced of a woman opening ice cream and licking it and putting it back on a Walmart shelf. She'll be facing 20 years in jail, and I feel so bad, but I really don't, because why are you so stupid? And the person that recorded, what's happening to the person that recorded?
Well, I don't know. He looked like he getting off, but hey, I don't know what it is with all this food tampering. You know, people are acting dumb. This is the dumb generation, and it's time for us to depart from this show. This is another episode of What's Your Grind Like. And definitely follow us on WYGL_podcast and our individual Instagrams at real.lil_real_lil TV.
They call me Jen with 2 N's _.
And Melanie _ Allure with Melanie with 2 N's. I keep messing that up. But it's okay.
And we'll be back next week for Fashion Week. We out.
Peace out, y'all.